Guys, I got it. I kept getting pelted with the Barefoot shoe ads.
Arch support, underrated or overrated?
Overrated.
Specifically the ones by VivoBarefoot.
VivoBarefoot shoes are designed to support your feet the way they are meant to be supported, allowing your muscles to work and build strength.
I don't need them. I don't need these shoes. I don't. Well, I guess I got them. Kind of got suckered into trying barefoot shoes, and I might have found the most revolutionary thing. So let's talk about these VivoBarefoot. I don't even remember what they're called, but okay, but why are barefoot shoes so good? Why do you even want to have barefoot shoes? These are not the 5-finger shoes that you guys have seen before. These are barefoot shoes that are kind of fashionable. So what makes them so special?
When the foot is barefoot, if it's allowed to be barefoot throughout development, that's when it functions best.
Regular shoes constrict your toes. They don't allow your feet muscles to grow and strengthen your tendons. They also prevent you from feeling the ground on what you're walking on. It doesn't connect you to your surroundings. And allegedly, it helps with your posture by dropping your heel to its natural position.
Okay, but yeah, everybody says barefoot shoes are great, but then you also seen the negative about it.
There's so many myths out there. Nobody's really rooting this stuff in studies. They say, hey, these things straighten your legs. They strengthen your muscles. That's the myth. The reality is the suitability of barefoot shoes varies greatly. People have different biomechanics. Some experience benefits right away. Some immediately have problems.
After watching both of these and getting both sides of the opinion, I really didn't make up my mind about these barefoot shoes. Personally, I know that I walk kind of funny anyway. I've noticed myself when I'm walking, I do this like waddling back and forth, especially when I'm really like tired at the end of the day, not bending my knees very much. If I'm not consciously thinking about it, I am doing a little bit of waddling. I'm not sure if this is a hip flex mobility problem, but I do know I need to work on my hips and being more flexible. The reason I was interested in barefoot shoes actually is because my mom has had to wear shoes pretty much all the time for the past 10 years or so. She wears insoles in her shoes, and she has to wear shoes that have the really high arch on them. And personally, I've always wondered, is this really good for her feet? Because she can't even take off these shoes and walk around without her feet hurting her. And the proponents of the barefoot shoe side are always saying you were designed to walk barefoot. Being barefoot helps you with more stability, keeps your feet strong. So after watching these ads and all this, I decided I just had to try and buy it myself. All right, everybody. Well, I did it. I broke down and bought me some VivoBarefoots. Okay, so I have bought the Primis Lite IIIs, okay? The white ones, because I basically only buy white shoes and brown boots. These are these shoes. And I actually, here, I'll show you the difference between what I was wearing before to the gym. So I had the No Bull running shoes versus these guys, and they actually both look pretty fashionable. At least that's what I think. But if you go to the insole, and you can kind of notice on this one, it has a very hard, not very flexible at all. Like I'm really trying to bend it, and it's not designed to be flexible. Whereas the VivoBarefoot shoe, okay, it is super duper flexible, right? And I can roll it up in a ball, and you know, it kind of looks like a normal shoe when you're looking at it like this, but once you put it on, it is a very different experience. I decided to go with the VivoBarefoot Primis Lite IIIs because I wanted something for the gym. These are not necessarily shoes where I can wear them to work all the time or something like that. These are my gym shoes and my just everyday walk around. I actually really like the idea of having very minimal shoes. That's why I only wear white shoes, but having ones that are foldable like this, kind of just can take them while I'm traveling or something like that. These were the shoes that I was using before. I don't even remember what they are, but they're Nike's, pretty standard looking ones. Again, white. Yeah, I was torn between these ones and the knit ones. Okay, so there's the Primis Lite Knit and there's the Primis Lite III. And I decided to go with these ones mostly because the reviews on them said they lasted a lot longer. They're more durable. Who's to say? I kind of still like the style, I think, better of the knits versions of these, but these are the ones I went with, and I've been wearing them for probably about a month and a half now. First thing I'll say is when I first ordered them, I actually got them from the recycled website, and I actually got the wrong size. I ordered a size 12 and a half because that's usually what my size is, or 13 if 12 and a half isn't an option. And they were way too big. I decided to return them, and I actually got the foot chart from their website printed out. And when I tried that out, it looked like my foot was actually closer to an 11. Now, personally, I'm not really sure. 11 versus 12 and a half, that seems like quite a difference. Part of me thinks that the 12 might have been the right size to get. I'm not sure because my pinky toe will kind of bang up against the shoe, although that has gotten better as I've worn these in. I don't really notice that anymore. I also think that was maybe just how my foot was sitting in it at first, and now my feet have adjusted. One thing that I think I've noticed, and this is part of the problem with just buying one shoe, maybe why I should have got the knits, is I think you're only going to get the benefit of these barefoot shoes if you're wearing them all the time. I can't wear them all the time because I go to work and I dress. These aren't nice enough looking for me to wear them to work. So I actually looked into another brand. So I got the Flux footwear shoes, the Adapt Trainer. So I ordered the Adapt Trainer, and I'm going to start wearing these. I'll probably do a review about this one as well at some point, but I'm going to wear these to work as my zero drop barefoot style shoe. And then these VivoBarefoots are going to be the ones that I wear to the gym. So that's how I'm planning on using these. Why did I choose the VivoBarefoot shoes instead of other brands like Xeno? I think that's how you spell it, Xeno. Or there's cheaper ones on Amazon. Obviously, I'm not picking the 5-finger toe ones. The VivoBarefoots just seem to be, I'm big on buying expensive and buying once, because I think that getting the high quality versions of these shoes, people seem to really love these shoes when they buy them. And I see tons of YouTube videos about them lasting 3 or 4 years, and I can see why. They're very sturdy. They seem to be well built. They're going to last a long time, and that's really what I'm looking for from these shoes. They can't pass for casual shoes, but what I will say is I am going to wear these as much as possible. And in combination, this shoe plus the Adapt Trainer from Flux Footwear that I'm going to get here soon, and I might find some sort of sandal. I haven't decided which one I want yet, but between those 3 shoes, until the winter hits, I'm pretty set. I will say, going back and forth between a shoe with no support whatsoever versus the normal everyday shoes that I'm wearing to work, I have noticed that I have changed the way I walk. And one of the things that you will notice about barefoot shoes, and one of the big things on the internet, is if you're walking wrong in your shoes because you have so much padding in normal shoes, you're going to slam your heel into the ground. But with barefoot shoes, you're actually forced, because that would hurt if you're on a barefoot shoe and you're just slamming your heel into the ground. There's no padding. If you're using a barefoot shoe, it's going to force you to use your toes and the balls of your feet on the front of your foot so that you're walking on the tiptoes. And that's what I've noticed that I've wanted to start doing in normal shoes, and it's kind of made me way more conscious about the way I'm walking. So would I recommend barefoot shoes for people? Yeah, I would recommend them because I find them extremely comfortable, and I like how simple they are and how low to the ground, like how close to the ground I'm feeling. If you're gonna do this for running, maybe barefoot shoes is not the greatest plan, because if you're running on concrete, it's a lot of impact. You might want that padding on your shoes. I'm going to let people know how the zero drop shoes from Flux Footwear happen to be, but I like these shoes. I am a big fan. They're holding up super well, again, like a month and a half, and they're a little dirty, but the nice thing is I can just spray them down if I wanted to, and they'd be pretty much ready to go because there's not a lot of shoe material, and I'm going to keep them. Yeah, appreciate you guys watching the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to keep doing videos like this if you guys liked this one and watched it. That's my personal opinion about barefoot shoes. And I think that people should give these a try, especially if you feel like you walk funny or if your feet are hurting and it seems counterintuitive, but I think you should try it out. If you liked this video, be sure to check out this other video that I made that's going to talk about, the ways that I'm trying to make more videos with the most portable setup in the world. That's this little guy here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.